Hey, happy Friday. So happy to be here.
Happy to have you here.
Yeah. So this is my little tiny spot today. Tomorrow's my big one where I teach you all about book funnels and we build out 2 book funnels together. But today I'm going to talk about something kind of new that hit me in the head because I love funnels and shapes and all of the things. Um, I personally have been working with women for about 5 years now. And I see a lot of the people here are women, but I do see a few good men, which is typical for WEN. So, with women and the few good men, a lot of us are parenting. See how I took out momming there just for you guys? We're out here, we're parenting, we are running our house, we are running our business, and we're doing all of the things. And in that comes story. So typically I'm talking about feelings and story and how it all affects us. But today I don't want to talk about feelings. I want to talk about possibilities. Because we do, as women and a few good men, get stuck on all of that stuff. Like we wrap up our emotions and stuff. We wear our hearts on our sleeves. We want to save the world. And that's great. But what it doesn't do is get you to the next level, right? So I don't know you all personally, but I know you all. And I know you all because we're all the 50 shades of entrepreneur, right? There's like 50 different levels of entrepreneurship from that moment you sit up at bed and at 3 a.m. and go, I want to start my own business to, oh my gosh, I finally hit 6 figures. Now, how do I get to 7? Right. And there's all these levels in there. And how do you get there? And what do you need to do? Well, there's 3 major levels that I have found that I deal with in my own business. I own a hybrid publishing company, and my unique selling proposition is that everyone I publish becomes a bestseller. Because why write the book if you're not going to be the best at it, right? We don't do mediocre. There's no prize for mediocre. So some of you may be at that point where you've answered, yes, I want to have a business, but I'm not exactly quite sure what I want it to be about. Some of you might be at that second level where a lot of people get, where you know what it's about, you know what you want to offer, but oh my God, what the hell are you going to charge? How do I put a price on this? What's my value? How do I figure that out? And then some of you might be at that point where you have hit the 6 figures and you're stuck. Or God forbid, you've hit just under and you can't get to the next level. Well, there are 2 things that you need to do to get you there. 2 things. They're my big secrets that aren't going to be a secret anymore. And the first one is knowing that you need to spend, right? I don't care if you spend time or money, you have to spend it. And your time is worth so much more than money, right? Because once you spend it, you're never, ever, ever going to get that back. But sometimes that's what we have to spend. In the very first few years of my business, I spent all time because I didn't have money, right? I was a brand new entrepreneur. Where was the money coming from? I didn't have those parents and resources and things that all these other coaches talk about. Oh, if she wants it, she'll buy it. That's not how it works. Some people just don't have it, and I didn't. So I spent all kinds of time and I learned everything I needed to know to kick ass at what I do now. And then I hit a ceiling of I'm stuck. I'm right under 6 figures and I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I had to start spending money. And boy, was that uncomfortable, right? Because I'm taking the money that I'm making, that I'm supposed to be helping to take care of my family and my toddler at the time, and I'm putting it back into my business. But what it did do is, as I hired my first high ticket coach, and I threw up in my mouth a little bit as I pulled out 2 credit cards to pay that bill, I realized that I was backing it up with money, what I felt my worth was to become successful, right? So you've got to spend either the time or the money. The second big secret came to me in the shower, and it's not really a secret, it's just a different way of thinking, right? We have our circle of friends, and like Haley said, we've become great friends through business. Now we're outside of business friends, but we consider it our circle. What I want you to do is stop thinking about it as your circle and start thinking about it as your triangle. right? Because a triangle, you've got that pinnacle at the top and then everybody at the bottom and then in that center. And I'm going to show you my drawing because I'm a very good drawer, right? You've got your pinnacle, you, and those that need you. So at the top are those few people like Haley, people that are speaking today that have gotten to the next level and they know, I'm admitting someone, Haley. Okay.
I got
Thank you. So those are the people that know what you don't know yet, right? And you need a handful of those people because they help answer the questions while you're scrambling through those first 50 shades of entrepreneur. And then the people in the middle are the ones that are just like you, just like me. They're our comrades. They're the people that they help us feel comfortable. It's not misery loves company. It's being in the same place with people and knowing you have somebody you can talk to, that you can vent to, and it's healthy and help get answers from and maybe get more resources from. And then it's the people that need you, right? You want to stock up with people that need you too, that you can be helping, because then you're impacting the world, but you're also now, this is the magic, filling your own funnel, right? Because the bottom of that top triangle, the bottom of what I call your resource triangle, is now the top of your funnel. So those people that need you are going to spend time or they're going to spend money. They might as well spend it with you, right? And then you've got the people that are, as you're going down the funnel, are at the equivalent of where you were. You know, those are the people you're moving through. And then there's the people at the bottom that are the money. So, but none of this happens in any quantity that can push the needle until you build your resource triangle. So many people call this, when you're building your offers, right, it's your profit pyramid. And this could still be considered, right, the profit pyramid, where everything happens at the top. They are the people that are already shaking, moving, they have connections, they have knowledge, they have experience. So how do you get them? You're always going to find people that need you. All you have to do is talk about what you do, be a decent human being and have integrity and a few good testimonials, and people will seek you out to hire you. But those people at the top, they don't need you, right? You need them. So you have to build your own value. You have to show up as the celebrity in your level. So how the hell do you do that? Ha, I have an answer. I'm going to show it to you. So Haley and I started this last year, and there's a few people on the call that are going to be very excited to see this screen pop up. Da-da-da. We created a collaboration book that's guaranteed to become a bestseller, right? Because how do you get on stages? How do you get on podcasts, on radio stations, press releases, attention, and get the attention of the pinnacle of your resource triangle? You become a best-selling author in a quality book. So this book is going to be the launch of what will be a series of WEN books. And this one is all about abundance. Now, what I love about this is it's not the woo abundance. It is abundance of what makes abundance, right? We all look at it differently depending on what shade of entrepreneur we are. Because I'll tell you, when I first had my baby and I was struggling to keep my business open, and then when 2020 hit and I was struggling, I was definitely a different shade than I am now. And abundance looked different then. Abundance meant family time. Abundance meant my bills were paid. And that was abundance to me. When you become more successful, that all changes. But there's a person at every level that needs to hear what your abundance means to you so that they can learn how you got there. Now, the great thing is you also get to plug your business at the end of your chapter. And then you get to talk about how you're a best-selling author by the end of the summer. So how great to be able to go into when everybody is juiced back up in September and ready to rock and roll for the holidays. And now you're putting best-selling author next to your name on everything that you write on. So I'm going to tell you what goes in here. And then I'm going to tell you where to go to get more information. So here, as you know, this is Haley. And what you'll do is you're going to talk about what abundance means to you. And it can be anything from health, wealth, life, relationships, money, whatever it is. It's all important. You'll share your journey. You'll share how you got there. You'll talk about your business, and I will teach you how to plug without selling. So it's a great way to get leads. And then, of course, bonus tomorrow, you're going to learn 2 ways to use this book in a funnel to either make another stream of income or a stream of leads. The process itself, super easy. I've been doing this for over 4 years. So I've got everything in a workbook that helps you get it all done. There's no staring at a blank page. There's no, what am I going to write about? Help you through the whole process. This needs to be easy peasy, and it needs to get done. And then, of course, there's the bestseller campaign, because like I said, there's no prize for mediocre, and you don't win awards for doing what's expected. So if we're going to do it, we're going to do it all the way, right? So you'll get up to 3,500 words to write. We'll do bi-weekly coaching calls. And sometimes those calls will just mean that we get on and you have accountability for writing, because it's hard. If it wasn't hard to sit down and put out content, we would all have our social media filled. We'd all be authors. It would all get done, but it doesn't. You get the guided workbook and planner. Of course, there's a private group for all of my authors, and then a private messenger chat. And that's where all of us are together asking questions and getting answers. Nothing frustrates me more. And this is having spent in the big guru land and hired the expensive coach and having the small coaches. If I get stuck on something and you're not going to give me an answer for 24 hours, I'm going to be very angry. So I don't do that to the people that we work with. Put it in a messenger chat. It allows me to answer questions quickly. And of course, if you have the question, somebody else might have it as well. And then reduced price author copies for the life of the book, which once it's there, it's forever. Okay, so my son is going to end up owning my business. So if you outlive me, you'll still get the book for cheap, just so you know. So all of this is going to be $9.97. Just to give you an idea of how much you're saving, working with me for a book is a minimum of $5,000 and does not include a bestseller campaign. It is not connected to Haley Gray and a 76,000 strong now group. So this opportunity is available now and will only be available for the next month, because we want this out before September. It is important that we maximize our ability to grab our pinnacle group of people that can help us grow our business before this year is over. And it's already April. So a little bit more about me. Every book I've touched, every client I've worked with has become a best-selling author. There is no in between. It's all or nothing. Testimonials come from anywhere from people that are in major PR and are winning awards for their ads, all the way down to people that started their business with their book they did with me. And then this is the cover of the book. And your name would be right there on the front where it says contributing author. Your names will all go right there. So it'll be front and center. Everything that's included is on wenbooks.com, WEN books.com. So you can see every little detail that's a part of the program. And it will come out in ebook first, followed quickly by the print book. And then once you're involved, I tell you all the secrets why that's important. And this, my fellow winners, is how you get your pinnacle group that's going to help teach you without you having to hire even more coaches, that's going to help feed you better leads, because those people don't work with the people you want to work with, but they know them. So I ran through this. I only have 15 minutes. I am now open for questions if Haley says that I have time to answer a question.
Yep. One or two quick questions. If not, I know you're going to be here tomorrow to answer any other questions.
I will.